Today on Guess What I Found Out, we're going to discover some facts about America's most cunning, manipulative and utterly adorable freeloaders, cats. That's right, Curious George, you thought your cat loved you? Think again. They've been working their way into human hearts and homes for centuries. And we're going to unpack how they went from shipboard exterminators to the reason your entire paycheck goes to gourmet kibble and designer scratching posts. Now, before we dive in, go ahead and like this video. If you don't, a cat somewhere will knock over a glass of water in your honor. Your choice. Let's rewind to the 1600s. Picture this. European settlers are crammed onto ships, trying to survive a months-long voyage to the New World, and guess who's hitching a ride? Cats. Not because they wanted adventure, but because they were the original pest control specialists, keeping rats from turning the food supply into an all-you-can-eat buffet. And then, boom, the first paw prints land on American soil. A historic moment. Did the settlers cheer? Probably not. They were busy trying not to die. But hey, the cats were officially in America, ready to claim their new domain, one farmhouse at a time. Once in America, cats wasted no time establishing themselves as essential rodents, handled creepy nighttime noises, monitored, stress relief in a world without Netflix, provided. They weren't just workers, they were emotional support animals before that was even a thing. And before you ask, no, they weren't exactly pampered yet. These early American cats weren't sleeping on memory foam beds or being fed organic tuna. They were tough, self-sufficient and probably judging the settlers just as hard as they judge us today. By the 18th and 19th centuries, cats had solidified their roles in homes, farms and granaries. Industrialization made them even more important because, guess what, more food storage meant more rodents. But here's where it gets interesting. People started realizing that, hey, these little murder machines are actually kind of cute. Enter the wealthy elite who decided that cats weren't just workers, but also status symbols. Fancy breeds started popping up, and cats slowly transitioned from employees to luxury items. Because nothing says I've made it like a cat that refuses to acknowledge your existence. Speaking of acknowledgement, you should totally follow this page. If you don't, a cat somewhere will sit on your keyboard the next time you have something important to do. Just saying. Then, in 1895, something big happened. The first ever American cat show at Madison Square Garden. Finally, an event where humans gathered to publicly acknowledge that cats were superior to us. Breeds were recognized, judges evaluated feline beauty, as if any cat cares what we think, and the modern obsession with pedigree cats began. And that was it. Cats were officially in their celebrity era. No longer just mousers, but creatures of elegance, mystery, and the occasional bout of insane zoomies at 3 a.m. Fast forward to the 20th century. Urbanization kicks in, and people start keeping their cats indoors. Enter the age of pampered felines, custom beds, dedicated cat food brands, and the rise of organizations that promoted feline welfare. At this point, the cats had officially won. They were no longer just pets, they were family. Probably the most entitled members of the family, but still. And then the internet happened. Suddenly, cats weren't just household royalty, they were global sensations. Grumpy Cat, Maru, Keyboard Cat, these little furballs became bigger celebrities than most reality TV stars. Their dominance extended beyond homes and into pop culture, books, movies, and even activism. Now people wear cat-themed fashion, fund cat rescue organizations, and share videos of their own cats doing absolutely nothing but still getting millions of views. Speaking of which, if you haven't liked this video by now, your cat probably thinks less of you. And considering they already think you're a slightly useful but mostly irrelevant roommate, that's saying something. So, what did we learn today, Curious George? Cats went from hard-working rodent slayers to spoiled internet celebrities. They played us all, and we let it happen. They're part of our homes, our culture, and our hearts. Whether they reciprocate that affection is up for debate. So, here's to cats, our tiny, judgmental overlords, May they continue to rule our lives with silent judgment and occasional bursts of unexpected affection. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go find out why my cat is staring at the wall like it sees ghosts. Don't forget to like and follow, because if you don't, a cat somewhere will accidentally knock your phone off the table. Again, stay curious.